Welcome to the conceptual physics of everyday things. It's the place where getting smart with the teacher is encouraged. It is hopeful that when this semester is over, that you will say, wow, that was the most fun that I've ever had working hard and making an A. This class really will be easy to pass, and it will be easy to make an A. You just have to put forth effort. This class, just like life, is not about smarts, but it's about effort. You will find that the more you try, the luckier you will get. The more effort that you put into class, the more you will understand. A byproduct of understanding the content is that your grades will be better. Grades, however, are ephemeral. They just don't last very long. On the other hand, knowledge and understanding last a lifetime. It is the intent of this video to give you a clear understanding of the intent and direction of this section of the class so that you can make a better decision about the class. That is, you might feel that this is not the best fit for you and you might decide to get into another science class. You do not have to be in this science class. You just need a science credit. My job is to help you make the best possible decision that you can, and I'll help you get into a class that is better fit for you if there is one and space is available. Who am I? I'm Alan Morris. I was born in Missouri, reared in Kentucky, educated in Sweden, have my master's from Texas A&M. I was on the design and build team of Fiesta Texas Theme Park in San Antonio. Then I shifted to help people learning technical things, mathematics, geometry, and physics. I have been doing that since the mid-1990s. Your principal asked me to help you learn physics concepts this year, but I will only be here for the first term. The plan is that in January, there will be a new person to help you learn physics concepts. I have spoken with him, and he is excited about taking over in January. He will be involved as much as possible with the development of the lessons that I will be uncovering with you. What can you expect? The plan is for the normal week to go something like this. In short, you will watch a short video before coming to class. That's your homework. Get to class on time, take a short quiz over the video, and then do the hands-on lab for which the video prepared you. The plan is for this to be the pattern Monday through Thursday, with Fridays reserved for wrap-up and special presentations. A video will be posted at least 1 week before the class is scheduled to meet. There will be a download link for you to see or print the lab manual that is specific to the hands-on lab. The lab manual will tell you what you need to do to be prepared for the lab. There will be no real rhyme or reason to the labs. That is, they will not build on each other, but rather each lab will be a different tool for your tool bag. You can think of it like a jigsaw puzzle. It seems like a big mess when you first open it and you look at it and you think, it's broken. But then you start to get it organized. You turn over all of the pieces, you get them so that the colored side's facing up, you find the edge pieces and get them worked. You start putting all of the pieces together, and as you put each piece into place, you get more and more organized. The entire thing becomes more and more clear. You start to see the big picture. Then, as sometimes happens in science and other things too, just when you believe that you have an understanding of the big picture, something comes along and poofta! Everything that you thought changes. It's like that with a really good joke too. The last word is said and it changes everything. It's like that sometimes in science. We believe that we have it all figured out and then a discovery is made and it causes us to rethink all that we knew. Science is self-correcting. Science goes with what the evidence supports. Science follows the facts. All of the facts. Each hands-on lab in the class will be a standalone lab, just as one piece of the jigsaw puzzle is a standalone piece. It is when you put them all together that you have a better idea of the big picture. The trouble with the science jigsaw lab analogy, though, is that when you open the science box, not all of the pieces are in there. Some of the pieces that are in the box don't belong in the puzzle, and there are no edge pieces. That is what makes physics fun. It's one giant puzzle. The plan for the routine in the class is as follows. Attendance is taken in the following way. You will sign in beside your name on the sign-in sheet. You will sign in for yourself and for no one else. On the far left side of the sign-in sheet, there are a few blank spaces. Please do not put anything there. That's my paper gradebook for the day. Midway through the class, I will count heads and blank spaces on the sign-in sheet, and I'll call roll of those who did not sign in. Should you decide to be tardy to the class, quietly enter the class in the least disruptive way that you can and place your tardy slip on the sign-in sheet. You don't need to sign in. Your tardy pass will be stapled to the sign-in sheet should I ever need to know that in the future. When it is appropriate, you will be expected to apologize to the class and to your instructor for disrespecting their time. It's just rude to be late. Missing more than 15 minutes of class will be counted as an absence. When it is necessary to miss class, and this will happen even for me from time to time, the labs are designed to be able to be experienced beyond the classroom. You may watch the video and look at the lab manual. On a case-by-case basis, your instructor will work with you for missed labs. It is always best if the details of the time to be missed are worked out before and not after the absence. But I know as you do, this is not always possible. In short, be responsible and take care of your business. It is expected that you wish to be treated like an adult. And if this is the case, then you can expect that you will be treated like an adult as long as you behave like an adult. If, however, you would rather be treated like a child, then speak up, advocate for yourself, and let your instructor know that you wish to be treated like a child. It will be necessary for you to have a professional level Gmail account in this class. It is how you will receive assignments and turn in many things. By professional level email account, it is meant that it will be your name, or some function of your name, something like yourname@gmail.com, or some other form. An email address like skaterdude@gmail is not professional enough. It's okay to have a cute one, but not for this class. If you need help setting up your Gmail account, ask for it. Your first assignment in the class is to send an email from your professional level Gmail account to colonel.allen.m.morris@gmail.com. In that email, tell a bit about yourself, what your full name is, and what the name is that you want to be called. Include a headshot of yourself. Just you. This will help me get to know an overwhelming number of students rather quickly. Additionally, in that email, explain to me how you want to be treated. Like an adult? Or do you want to be treated like a child? I can handle both. And if along the way you change your mind, I can handle that too. No problem. In other words, I want to respect how you want to be treated. It is okay if you send an email and ask, what were all of those things that were supposed to be in this first email? As you know, we are living in unusual times, and everything thus far is the plan, and that plan is subject to change. Be flexible. There is not an online version of this class. If it becomes necessary for you, as an individual, to start taking the class beyond the school, such will be worked out on a case-by-case basis. This is, however, different than if we have to all start taking the class from home. It is my understanding that clear water bottles are encouraged at school this year. Just how you will refill them has not been made known to me at this time. It is my understanding that face masks are required at all times until otherwise instructed. It is my understanding that the only one who is to enter the teacher zone is the teacher. In other words, we have to stay out of each other's space. Everyone always wants to know, how do I get the grade in here? The short answer is, behave like an adult and take care of your business. The breakdown of how there will be a grade is quizzes and labs will be about 40%. Exams will be about 25%. Projects will be about 25%. And being helpful will be about 10%. What does that mean? What are some more details of all that? Well, before every lab, you can expect a short quiz. It will be over your homework, which is watch the video. If you've watched the video, you will have no problem passing the quiz. The video is designed to get you ready for the lab. The lab is a participation experience. If you are engaged in what we are doing in the lab, you will do well. The exams will come from the things that have been covered in class, so nothing on the exam should come as a surprise. Projects will be assigned along the way, and they will include things like reports over reading material, independent research projects, the design and construction of a Rube Goldberg-like machine, and presentations. How does one get helpful credit? If you have been thanked by the instructor each grading cycle, and he has told you that you have earned the helpful credit, then you have it. If, however, you have not, and you would like it, then you need to advocate for yourself and put in writing to him in an email specific and verifiable documentation as to what and how you have been helpful. What about late work? Late work is accepted without penalty as long as there is time to get it graded and into the gradebook before the end of the grading cycle, and it is accompanied with credible documentation that 1 hour of community service has been performed for each calendar day that the assignment is late. So, if you're planning on being irresponsible and not getting assignments turned in by the deadline, you can do your community service beforehand, and then you can decide to be late. What will you need for this class? You will need some sort of a writing instrument every single day. A pen or a pencil will serve you well. You will need paper. It is strongly suggested that you invest in a spiral notebook that you can dedicate to the class and that you will bring with you every single day. You will need to have a professional level Gmail account. You will need to have a way to access the internet, write in different Google apps, stream video, and you will need to know how to use a few of the Google apps. Additionally, the lab manuals for each lab will tell you how best to prepare for the lab and what to wear, what to bring, what to expect. So what are the physics concepts that will be uncovered in this class? A few are the scientific method, Newtonian mechanics, simple machines, kinetic and potential energy, the four known forces, friction, matter, energy, heat, thermodynamics, systems of measurement, motion, sound waves, light, optics, safety, problem solving, destructive evaluation, and non-destructive evaluation, events and people in the history of physics, momentum, mass, vibration, states or phases of matter, temperature, electricity and magnetism, the atom and its parts, as well as knowing the words of physics and some math concepts. As is always the case, if you do not understand something, ask. Ask after you have formulated a good question. Ask at the appropriate time that shows that you are respecting the other person. Then, listen to understand. Too many people listen to respond. Don't be one of them. Questions?